NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Welcome to Focus NC again, and I, for a Sunday night, and that's when I've been recording this, I decided to just relax and dress down, and the mailbag was loaded. So I couldn't help but get rid of some of the dumb comments, because we're going to talk about what went on this weekend. And so this is kind of setting up what's going to be talked about on Monday and Tuesday. Here's something from Psycho Politics. I think the person is psycho. Just my opinion. I love the guy, but he talks about promoting hiring with an entrepreneurial spirit, and the person isn't a commodity. Hello, Mr. Millennium. The person that owns the business is the entrepreneur. If you work for the person, you are the worker, laborer, skilled laborer. And a lot of times those people go over and above to try and help you. And a lot of times it's not recognized. Not in every case, but that was one of the awarding things that I couldn't believe that was said. And I said, well, I have to kind of get to that and make mention of it. Now, here was another beautiful statement made by our illustrious governor. Treasurer Ticello enters a statement on the DACA decision. What are you doing? The executive branch follows the law. The Congress, the legislative branch, makes the law. Barack Obama, signing that executive order, went around Congress. Donald Trump gave it a continuum of 6 months and said, Congress, get off your duff and get a plan together. If you can't do it, you're not working hard enough. And all of a sudden, they get mad at Trump for exercising what the founding fathers wanted. That totally remarkable, unbelievable. You know, take a civics class, guys. I got to tell you, some of the press releases that have come out of Harrisburg have been truly unbelievable. Now, I had a comment on that article and that press release. We're going to take a break. I got some more to comment on right after this.
Programming provided through funding from Daimio and Olson Law Group, with offices in Elwood City and in Newcastle in the Washington Center. Daimio and Olson Law Group. Funding provided by Four Brothers in downtown Newcastle. Funding provided by Main Street Clothiers and Tailors, Washington Street, Newcastle.
We are back, and the Wolf administration, always critical of Donald Trump. I don't know, maybe he just doesn't like him. You know, Wolf administration testifies before U.S. Senate Committee on Bipartisan Fixes for the Affordable Care Act. Now, this is one of those situations where you got to wonder what's going on. Okay, on one side, you have the Democrats who acted in no bipartisan measure pushing the Affordable Care Act through. No matter how good their intentions may have been or not have been, there was no bipartisan. They just did it haphazardly and knew from several people that it was going to create a problem. Then on the other hand, you have Republicans who complained about it. They got no fix. And you wonder why the American people are disgusted with Congress? I don't know. Work towards a solution that he came. Both Teresa Miller and I applauded the committee's effort to work towards a solution. This is an important issue, the government said. We need to build upon the foundation of the health system that will improve the Affordable Care Act. The concerns of Congress are legitimate and must be addressed, but starting to move backwards and forwards, but better serve Pennsylvanians and Americans in the nation. Now, it sounds to me like you want centralized health care. Guys, I got a suggestion. If you watch the Focus NC, you can go back and watch it. Get rid of the biggest union around, the American Medical Association, that in my opinion lobbies to limit the number of doctors. So if you increase the number of doctors, you increase the insurance plans, the price will go down. And oh yeah, you pharmaceuticals, the patent can't last forever, buddy. You can't have a monopoly on the American people. Now, we're going to take this break. We'll be right back in a flash.
This programming was made possible by Clark's Furniture Direct in downtown Newcastle. This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this.
Hello and welcome back. You know, our governor, he just can't resist himself. Governor Wolf asks Secretary DeVos to preserve federal victim protection policies. Now, if any of you remember, one of the persons, there was a boyfriend-girlfriend type thing out west, and the roommate determined that she didn't like it. The two people involved were consenting, and it ruined the person's life, the guy. You know, your personal letter to DeVos, if you were really concerned about education, if you were really concerned, you would take the money that you're using for testing and give it to the school districts to use for education. Because, and I've been around, and there are some fantastic teachers out there that are getting a bad rap. They're doing their job. They know their students. They know how to motivate them. And you know what? We're a big country with a lot of cultural differences. So why are you wasting your time with this letter? Every day young people enter classrooms and attend colleges with the purpose of pursuing education. No kidding. So you wrote something that really doesn't matter. Okay, and then it goes on to say that they start experiencing sexual assault and all this other stuff. Governor, when was the last time you were in a school? Or are you contradicting yourself? Are you contradicting yourself when you go on a tour that says schools that teach? They're not having a problem. And I've been in and coached and taught for a combined 34 years and have not seen the issue. So there's another Trump attack for you, my good governor, because you don't like Ms. DeVos. Just come out and say it. I mean, it seems to be pretty easy. Now the governor continues on. Governor Wolf urges Congress to prohibit the Department of Justice from disrupting medical marijuana programs. In a letter to the Congress, Governor Wolf today expressed his concern over any interference by the federal government in Pennsylvania's medical marijuana implementation program. So in other words, you want to act autonomously. We're part of a country here. 29 states have passed legalized medical marijuana, and there is broad support for it in the community of its benefits. Unfortunately, the Trump administration seems to intend on impeding the suffering. And there they go, they're playing the suffering card. Okay? It gets disgusting. And you know, I have to agree with one of the other sources out there that said, you know, and Governor, you really should think about this. When you bash, and you keep bashing, and you keep bashing and bashing and bashing, it tends to wear off, big guy. People see it as, geez, he just thinks everything this guy does is wrong. And then you lose your effectiveness on criticism where you may be right. Come on, let's clean up the press releases. Let's get the Department of Justice, the Department of Operations, the one that sent me the press release last week. Let's get everybody together so that the government runs efficiently. We don't have big government, we have small government, and a small government that we can be proud of here in the state of Pennsylvania. Stop messing with the man Trump. Time to do your own job. And stop the division, because that's what you're doing. For Focus NC, I'm Angelo Parada. Have a great day.